You're live.
Ah, hi everybody. Sorry, just slipping my tea quickly. How you doing? Happy Wednesday. It's so a long time. How's everybody doing? It's the most stunning day out there today. I've got the windows open. We've been in the shop all morning, but I came home and boys being boys, they didn't bother. So I've opened all the windows, getting some air through. It's just amazing here today. It's the most beautiful, beautiful sunny day. How's it by you? How's everybody's days going? Who's coming online?
We've got Dave so far. We've got Sean.
Hi, Dave.
And
Hi, Sean.
And Davis is here.
Hi, Anne.
We've got Jenny. Sheena.
Cool.
There is some people coming.
Some people. Fabulous. Fabulous. So, we are going to be doing today our sew along. Hopefully you got the cut instructions. They were quite late going on because I was having some real mega Wi-Fi issues. They just didn't want to play at all. Didn't want to play. What's up?
It just keeps moving slightly to the left.
Oh, how strange. Okay. Cool. Yeah, it was all just a bit odd for some reason. I couldn't get anything to load onto Facebook for about an hour and a half. So I don't know if I know. Well, I don't know. We're Plus now or something. I don't know if they were down, but I did manage to get on eventually, which was good. So hopefully you've had that. And slightly odd cutting instructions because there's a couple of couple of tips I want to show you about actually how we're going to cut this down, because it's a lot quicker than just having to cut, because there's 21 pieces in this. So rather than having to cut lots of little pieces, I'm going to show you how to cut it quickly. So I thought there's not much point me giving you all the cutting instructions and then recutting again. Okay, so we are going to be doing this snail or spiral. Sometimes they're called snail log cabins, sometimes they're called spirals. Right, let me sit back a bit, groups. Am I too close to it for
No,
you?
you're fine.
Okay, so now I've done this one in two colours because I was playing around with some scraps when I was doing all the measurements. But we're going to do it just in one colour. So you will end up with this lovely spiral that goes out through the block. Okay, it's sometimes as well called a Greek key block. So I think you can sort of see it looks kind of like that Greek key, and if you did one the other way, if you inverted the colours, it would go round the other way and you'd get like a Greek key border. So that's what we're going to be doing today. So how is everybody? Anybody there? Anybody commenting?
Sean says that's pretty.
Yeah, it came out quite nicely in that one.
Jenny says she loves it.
Cool.
Everyone's just saying hello.
Hi everybody. So, okay, I'm going to run through what you're going to need then. So, I told you to cut 1 2.5 inch of your colour fabric, and then several strips which were 1.5 inch wide across the width of fabric, or if you're using fat quarters or scraps, you need them to be at least 12.5 inches long. Okay, so hopefully you got that ready. So we're gonna get going and get started. There are lots and lots of little pieces to cut for this, okay? And they do need to kind of be, you do need to mark them up really well, okay? It is worth, so the pattern obviously is available, it'll be available on our website, and it's not as simple as just cutting them all the same. They are all cut the same, but how we sew them together is a particular order in order to get that spiral. Hopefully I'm making sense. So the pattern's on the website as usual. It'll be £2. I'll publish that as soon as I'm done. Okay, so what I thought I'd do is go through how I would cut it, because this is so much quicker. So much quicker. So you want to get one of your 1.5 long strips in your background fabric, okay, and then you want one of your coloured strips, okay. So you see mine, because I'm using odd bits up, mine are in pieces now. And you're going to lie those on top of each other. So Drew, you might want to come over here now, lovely. So you're going to lie this on top of each other like that. Okay. Now, if you give them a little press together, hang on, let me move my tea out of the way, guys. There we go. If you give them a little press together like that, something about pressing them together just stops them slipping a little bit. I mean, they won't slip, they will still slip a bit, but I've just found that if I press them together like that, you can cut both colours at the same time. Right, so piece number 1 is your 2.5 inch square, okay. Piece number 2 is a background piece, which again, you might want to get the instructions for this because there's lots of little bits. So I want a background piece which is, so they're all 1.5s, but I want a background piece that is 2.5. Okay, so I need one of those. So that and that. So that's piece 1, piece 2. Okay, piece number 3 and 4. Are you okay?
Yeah, it just flicks itself around for some strange reason.
Is it trying to focus maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, pieces 3 and 4 are both 3.5 inches, and you need one in each colour. So stack them up and cut yourself like that. Okay, so that's 3 and 4. So I've got 3, which is that one, and then 4. Okay. Now it looks at the moment like it's going to go colour, background, colour, background. It doesn't, I'm afraid. Which is why it's probably best to get the written instructions, because you do kind of need that chart to follow for this one. So pieces number 4 and 5, sorry, 5 and, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5 and 6 are both 4.5. So I'm lining up my 4.5 there and cutting both of those at the same time. Okay. So number 5 is background. And then number 6 is that one. Okay. And then 7 and 8 are both 5.5. So I'm going to cut my two 5.5s like this. Is everybody with me so far? Any comments there?
Linda says, thanks everybody for the best wishes yesterday. I was so chuffed.
Ah, yeah, it was well done, Linda. So 1, 2, 3.
Linda says you look bright, a bit brighter today. How's your back?
In my back is a little bit better today, thank you. It is on the mend. It's, yeah, I don't know what happened yesterday. It was just a bit of a glitch. But it's still sore, but it's on the mend, thank you. Yeah. So this is number 7 and 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Number 7 is a background, and number 8 is a blue. So you can see that you've got a little glitch here already, but that's right. Okay. And then 9 and 10 are 6.5s. So we're going to go 6.5 like that and cut both of them. So number 9 is a dark and number 10 is a background. Okay, now I've run out of my navy, so I'm going to grab this next one, lie those on top of each other like that. Okay, so that was 9 and 10. So 11 and 12 are both 7.5. So I'm going to cut my 7.5s like that. And you can see that each piece goes up by 1 inch. Okay, but the order that they go in is different. Okay, so we started with a 2.5, and then we went, which is 2.5 square, and then we've got a 2.5, and then we've got 2 3.5s, 2 4.5s, 2 5.5s, 2 6.5s. These are the 2 7.5s. Okay, so this would be, what did I say this was? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. This is 11 and 12. So number 11 is a dark one, and the number 12 is your background. But they don't, as you can see, they don't just alternate. Okay, and then 13 and 14. Right, I'm not going to cut anymore because I've already cut a load, so I don't want to have another set of randoms. Okay, so hang on. I'm just going to move these out of the way a second. And so I'm going to start again, ladies, okay? So piece number 1, 2.5 inch square. Piece number 2, background. Piece number 3 is, don't need that one. Piece number 3 is my coloured one. And then number 4. 5 is background. And then that one, 5 and 6. 7 and 8 is background, and then that one. 9 and 10 is dark background. Hopefully Drew's getting this. 9 and 10. 11 and 12, so these are 7.5 inches. That goes colour background. 13 and 14, these are 8.5, so that goes background colour. You right?
Yeah, it's making it
doing something odd, is it? Is it trying to focus? Sorry, ladies, you're getting a bit seasick on this one. I've forgotten where I am now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 14. 15 and 16 are 9.5, and that goes background, and then that one. And then 17 and 18 are 10.5. and that goes that one and that one. And 19 and 20 are 11 and a half, and you go 19, 20, that one, and then that one. And then piece 21, you just need one of your backgrounds, okay? So I know that looks a bit complicated. You're better off, it's £2, it's on the website. If you want the chart and all these written out, the pattern's on the website for £2. Okay. Now we're going to kind of treat it like a basic log cabin with a couple of little differences, because you really want to keep these colours in the right order. We're going to start with our little 2.5. And I'm going to do this towards you. So on the right hand side, we're going to put on piece number 2, which was your also a 2.5. Okay. So I'm going to put these right sides together. I'm going to scoot it over to the machine slowly and carefully like that, and we're going to stitch down. Everything's a 1/4 inch seam allowance, okay? And while I'm stitching this, Groobs, who's there? Who's commenting?
Jenny said I'd given up trying to follow the cutter and lol, I'll do it later.
Yeah. There's a lot of cutting on this, and it really does need to be kept in order, which is why I've done you a written pattern. It's like I said, it'll be on the website this afternoon. Okay.
Sandra and Suzanne said they're also going to wait for the pattern.
Yeah, it's I can email you one this afternoon, girls. It'll be on the website. They all go up by 1 inches, but the order they go in to get that spiral is very specific. Okay, and that's very hard for me to explain without seeing you all here in all your fabrics. Okay, so stitched on 1 to 2 like that. All right, and I'm going to just press that down. You're going to make people go seasick doing that, mister. And you will always want to press out to the piece that you've just added on. Okay, so I'm pressing out towards number 2. All right. Now I'm going to add on number 3. Now number 3 is a coloured one, and number 3, and this is towards you guys. This needs to go on the top like this. Okay, so that one's going to go on the top, and hopefully, if your 1/4 inch is right, this will work. There we go. Okay, so again, 1/4 inch seam. Any questions? Anybody there?
Ginny says I'm not going to attempt this before gin.
It's actually, when you start cutting it, when you've got it written down in front of you, it's not difficult. It's really not. It's just maybe I'm not conveying it properly today. Maybe I'm what I mean across. But it's just the fact you've got to keep them all in a certain order, otherwise your spiral doesn't work. Okay. So I've got 1, 2, 3's gone on here, and you're going to work anti-clockwise round this square. So my next piece is going to come here. Okay, so my piece number 4 is going to come here. Okay, like that. So I'm going to pop that one on. It does feel slightly odd when you start looking at the colours, because you're working anti-clockwise, sorry. Working anti-clockwise. Sorry, I was doing anti-clockwise towards me and realised that would look like clockwise to you. But you're going anti-clockwise round the block. However, the colours will spiral the other way. Okay? Sounds confusing. It's not hard. You just need the graph. You just need the graph to do this. Okay? And I would suggest using your 1/4 inch foot as well, because it's little pieces and you really want to kind of keep that seam straight where possible. It's much easier to do it like this, okay? So this was 1, this was 2, this was 3, this was 4. Now I'm going to put 5 along the bottom. There's number 5, like that. It's very, very simple sewing. It's straight line sewing. This is all about being organised and having it in, keeping it in the right order. So how's everyone doing? Any comments, any questions there, guys? What are you all up to?
Maria says it would be another drunken's path, lol.
What, if you did it after gin? Yeah. Okay, so there we go. So can you see all the 4 sides of that original square are now enclosed? So we went 1 here. So this was 1 and 2, 3, 4 and 5. So 6 is coming here, and I'm doing this towards you, okay? So number 6 is coming down the right hand side. Okay, so this one's going to go on here like that. And I'm going to do quite a few of these so you can see the spiral appear. So it is going to be lots, sorry, of me just straight line stitching. So please do talk to me, girls. What are you up to? What's been happening?
I've only got your sewing bee today.
Oh yeah, sewing bee's tonight, isn't it? Wednesday. It's Wednesday, so yeah, looking forward to that. That should be good. We didn't talk about the sportswear, did we? Actually, last time. I did think the lady who got Garment of the Week, is it Fiona? I can't remember which one it was. No, Fiona's the lady who went last week. Can't remember. Whoever it was did that tennis dress with the ball pocket at the back was brilliant. I thought she was really, really good. Really good. What is it this week? I can't remember. No idea. I can never remember what they do until one of you says, and they go, oh yeah, I can see it now. So tell me, if you remember, tell me. What else have we got to tell you? Got a Chanda next week on Wednesday. So actually, while I'm thinking about it, block of the week next week is going to be on Thursday, okay? And Sarah will do the Wednesday because they want us back up in studios. So I'm going to be travelling up to the studio. They're still doing social distancing within the studio and everything, but it's I've got 2 shows next Wednesday, so I'm going to be travelling up there. So obviously I can't do my 1 o'clock. So the sew along will be Thursday next week, and Sarah will do the Wednesday. So we're going to swap days. Okay, so again, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is number 6. So number 7 is going along here because I'm working round the block that way. Okay, like that. So anybody got anything there to say? Anybody chatting to me today?
Maria said lingerie and nightwear this week.
Oh yes, I remember. Yes, because the one guy said he'd never made a pair of knickers in his life. I've never made a pair. Actually, that's a lie. I have made a pair of knickers. I bought a kit from Trixie Lixie and made a pair of knickers.
Jenny said Ali. I don't know if that was the lady who did the sports dress.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
Linda said so clever, doing it towards us.
Oh, I'm nearly getting it really wrong now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, I think I've actually done this wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I have not. I haven't done it wrong. It's because I was again, you see, the spiral was making my brain go because the spiral colours the wrong way that you're sewing. But that's why it works. Okay, so that one.
Maria said I've bought one of those but never worn them.
The Trixie Lixie knickers, yeah. We did some knicker parties as well for hen dos as well, which was really good fun. Years ago when we first started out, we did some like sewing things for hen dos, and made knickers. Poor Leslie, bless her, she they drank quite. We did one in one of the community halls, and they all started off really well, but they were drinking a lot of prosecco as they were sewing. And I think towards the end of the second hour, Leslie and I were just making all the knickers ourselves because they just couldn't. Half the ladies were just like, no, can't do this, not doing this, just drinking far too much fizz. Okay, so yeah, I threw myself then with that. Okay, so if I go this back towards you guys.
Jenny says she remembers that.
Yeah. So do this back towards you. So this was piece number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. So you're working this way, but the spiral actually goes the other way, which is why sometimes it can be a bit confusing. Okay, so number 10 is going to be, hang on, that one there. The other little trick to look for with a log cabin, actually I haven't told you guys this. So can you see on this side, I've got 2 fabrics here, and on this side, even though they're the same, they're 2 different pieces of fabric. And on this side, that's one I've just put on, so there's only 1. You're always looking for the side that's got 3 pieces of fabric. That's the next one on round. So if you get a bit turned upside down and you're not sure, you're looking for the side that's got 3 pieces. So I've got 1, 2, 3, like that. So I know it's got to go onto that one. Okay, so it's another little tip to look for when you're doing any sort of log cabin, not just this design, any log cabin. You're always looking for the side that's got 3 pieces.
Would it be easier just writing the numbers on there?
Absolutely, you could write the numbers on them. Yeah, Yeah, I could have done that. Good thought, groups. Oh, you're like osmosis in sewing. So all this filming. Yeah, you could write the numbers on them, or use some little numbered pins or something. I mean, I've got them laid out in the order that I'm going to use them, so that works quite well. As long as you've got the space to. Okay, there we go. So now I'm going to see, you can see I've got, this is the one that's got the 3 on it, so I'm going to go on that side. So that's my next one. Okay, any of you ladies chattering away on there? You're very quiet, or am I just not getting the comments? Are they not coming through?
Yeah, Jenny said, would it help to put a pin where you've sewn last, or what Drew said, Lon?
Yes, absolutely, yeah. You could put a pin, if you've just sewn this one, as you iron it out, pop a pin on that one, and you know that you're going to do the next row. I tend to look for that 3. Where have I got those 3 fabrics? Pop this one on. Are any of you sewing along with me today, or are you all a bit confused with the cutting? Anybody sewing along today?
I'm not sure. They would said they have.
No?
Marion says she's watching.
Cool. Okay, so that's my next one. There's my 3 there. So this one's going on here, like that. And I'm going to keep doing, I'm just going to keep sewing these on so that you can see how the spiral appears. I mean, I probably don't need to do all of them, but any of you sewing outside? I know Gina likes to take her sewing machine out. It's so beautiful here today. I feel like I just want to be outside.
Yeah, everyone believes that everyone's watching today.
Everyone's just watching today, yeah. Probably best to get the little graph on the pattern, guys. It is like I said, it will be available on the website in just a few minutes after I've done this. It is very simple cutting, but it's just keeping them in order. It does feel odd sometimes because it doesn't naturally, because of how the spiral works, it doesn't naturally make sense which one you're putting on next. So let's have some suggestions of what blocks. Have you got a block? What sort of techniques do you want for next week for your block of the week? Do you want more piecing? Would you like some more foundation piecing? Do you want some more applique? What do people fancy? What do you fancy doing next week? Let's have a bit of feedback, girls. What do you? Because we've done a lot of blocks now, and I mean I can keep going. There's thousands of blocks out there. But what do you fancy doing? Do you want, like I said, more machine piecing, or do you want applique? What do you fancy? Let me know. Let me know. It's bank holiday on Monday, so there won't be a block on Monday. So it'll just be Wednesday next week for a block. Okay.
Marilyn says applique.
Applique, like another applique one. Yeah. Maybe I'll do 2. Well, it won't be Wednesday. It'll be Thursday. Maybe I'll do 2 on Thursday. I'll do a so you've got something extra to work on.
Jackie and Marion said applique as well.
Like some more applique. Okay. I will have a look at. I will draw you another applique design.
Nikki asked for a cathedral window.
Oh, right, okay. Right, cathedral window. I will do a tutorial on cathedral windows on one of these 1 o'clocks, but I won't do it as one of these blocks. It's a completely different method. It doesn't really go into your isolation quilt, but I will absolutely do a 1 o'clock on cathedral windows. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, because of the technique and how it works, it wouldn't go in with these isolations, but I will do cathedral window. What else? Anything else?
Foundation piecing.
Yeah, okay. Because we've done the one foundation piecing, haven't we, with the stitch and tear? We did the exploding star, was it? Can't remember which one it was. Yeah, the sugar star. So yeah, I could do a bit more foundation piecing if you like.
Sandra says I like the centre of the one behind you.
Right, hang on. This one here, with this little pin, like pinwheel. Is that right? Is that one there, or this one here? These are actually 12.5-inch blocks, so we could do one of these if you wanted to. Do something. I mean, this is machine piecing, but this is, it's quite fiddly. It's quite little pieces. So, but we can do that as well. If that's let me know whether it's the one with the black centre, Sandra, or the one with the doves, and then I can look it up for you. Okay, right, so I'm carrying on, just chattering at you, but carry on doing this just so you can see the spiral up here. Okay, right, okay, so we'll do 2 blocks next week because we're going to miss Monday, obviously, because it's bank holiday. So I'll do 2 blocks. I'll do an applique one, and then I will do something else, whether it's machine or whether it's foundation piecing. Okay? Because I think we're probably going to have another few weeks of this, aren't we, before we're allowed back open properly. So, and yeah, and what about other things? Is there anything else you want me to show you guys? You know, is there a technique or something, or a project you've seen you thought, oh, I fancy doing that? You know, obviously we've touched a bit on binding. We're going to do some needle turn this week. We've done some English paper piecing. What do you fancy doing?
Jenny said a plique dragon would be cool.
Oh, right, okay. I have actually got a dragon. I'm not sure he'd necessarily fit in because he's quite a cutesy one. I don't think he'd necessarily fit in with these blocks, but because he's a more sort of traditional feel. But I have got a pattern for an applique dragon that I drew for Chanda, one of the Chanda shows. Here we go. See, I got confused then. I had to look for my
Maria
thread.
said a swirl snail?
A swirl snail. Is that a block name, Maria? I'll have a little look at what that might be.
Wendy says that's a very pretty top you're wearing.
Oh, thanks. This is one of Jackie Bloxham's old cast-offs. When she's finished with stuff, she gives stuff to me. And then when I finish with stuff, I give it to somebody else. So it's one of hers, so thank you. It's actually like a dress, but it's a bit short on me, so I've got leggings on underneath it.
Christine says reverse applique.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, we can do some reverse applique. Okay, cool. Right, lots of ideas. Thanks, girls. So, it's, you know, when we're planning out these 1 o'clocks, we might as well do stuff that, you know, that you want to see. So, okay, I'm just going to stop there just a second, just so you can see. So that is right, but this one at the minute looks like it's going to be wrong. So you do end up putting them on, and you think, actually, it's going to be that way. It would be that round. So when you put this one on, it feels like it's wrong, but actually the next one, which is going on up here, will go like that. No, it won't. It's going to go down there. Sorry, I've got it upside down. There you go. Like that. And you can see that that spiral is continuing. So don't panic if one goes on and you think, that doesn't touch the right colour, that's not right, because it normally comes right itself, okay?
Marilyn says something using bosal, like a bag, for example. Okay,
we can have a little look at that. So the fabric baskets that we did, you know, on the craft shows, the evening one, you could do those in bosal and make them stand up a lot more. But yes, absolutely, I will have a little look for some projects. Ooh. Excuse me, guys. Drew's just going to run to the door. We've got a massive delivery coming, and I think he's come right in the middle. So he's got a big delivery arriving. It's like a pallet load, so it's very possible that that's it. So yeah, there we go. Okay, so we're nearly there. Right, and I'm just going to keep going. Just going to keep going round and round.
Phil's on it.
Ah, cool. There we go. So, anything else was I going to ask you about? There was something else I thought I was going to ask you about today. What other question there? See, can none of you read my brain? Did none of you remind me what I was going to ask you girls today? We're going to do another raffle as well. And oh, there was something else I was going to say to you guys. Not about the raffle. Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Any Zoom classes or anything like that?
No, I'm working on the Zoom classes at the moment. Yeah, we're hopefully gonna get a few more of those. It won't be next week because of Chanda, so maybe the week after we're gonna hopefully do those. No, there was something. Oh, I know what I was going to tell you. I remembered. So we just next Saturday. So not this Saturday coming, next Saturday. We are going to do another sort of auction-y clearance type thing. Remember when we did that big fabric auction thing the other day on this Facebook Live? We're going to do another one of those with all sorts of things. So things like jelly rolls and layer cakes and kits and everything will be at a reduced price. Okay, so that's not this Saturday, that's next Saturday. But again, we will put lots of details on Facebook of that. Okay, but yeah, it's that'll be coming up soon. So it was funny though, wasn't it? I mean, I was horrendous at remembering what numbers everything was. I need to number them all this time. And some items will be like more than one of as well. So there'll be less squabbling this time. So because we might have like 2 or 3 of the same item. So we've got some kits there and all sorts. Some fat quarter bundles, lots and lots of bits and pieces. Okay. So I'm nearly there with this. I'm just going to carry on so you can see how it comes out while I'm chattering. Any other comments there, love? Any other questions?
Jenny says yes, I love that. Sean Price Boulding says good morning, Sarah, Drew and Mum.
Hey.
Carolyn says Alexa hasn't joined us today.
She stayed quiet, has she, today? Stayed quiet. Oh yeah, this is a pallet load of stuff. This is going to be a massive amount of stock. We've got to get it all carried over to the shop in a minute. So.
Nikki as well also said, oh good, I enjoyed that.
Yeah, cool. Yes, yeah, we're going to do that. So that'll be a week on Saturday. Like I said, it won't be quite as manic because I will try and be a bit more organised. And there will be some fabric by the metre, but there'll be lots of things like jellies and layers and kits and bits and pieces and patterns and all sorts. We're going to do a bit of a... When we do eventually open back up, it's going to be... we're going to have a lot of new fabrics waiting for us to be delivered, waiting for us to come in. So we need to clear the shelves a little bit. So we're going to have a bit of a clearance. Okay, right, nearly there. Last one, girls. So this one's going to sit on here like this. Okay. And yeah, there's a humongous pallet, which I'm going to have to get my boys to get my minions, get all of them involved, and get it all over to the shop. Which is all the stuff ready for next week's Achanda. Okay, there we go. Last little strip, like that. Oh, should have done that quite like that. And I'm going to press that out. So you can see that the sewing itself is incredibly simple. It's just straight lines. There's nothing, and I've put that last one on upside down. I'm going to have to unpick that one. That's because I wasn't concentrating. Here we go. So you can see that. Oh, hopefully, let me scoot over. Yeah, just put that one on back to front. That's the wrong side, but I'll unpick that one. Luckily, it was the last one. Okay, you can see that you end up with this lovely spiral. Okay, now you could play with it. I wouldn't mess around too much with your background. I'd keep your background fabric all the same, but there's nothing stopping you doing each one of these a completely different colour. You could start with a dark and gradually get lighter with your scraps, or vice versa. You could just, like I've done here, what I did was alternate them, so it was blue, navy, blue, like that, so that they went round. But it meant that I had lights this side and darks that side. I could have done it so it went navy blue, like that as well. So there's lots of ways of sort of playing around with this, and you can see when they go together. So if I do, there we go, like that. If you put lots of blocks together, you end up with these like Greek key designs, because this would come along here and go back in on itself, and then the next one would do that again. Okay, so that's the spiral log cabin, ladies. I will get that onto the website ASAP so you can get the graph and the full cutting instructions. It's not difficult, I promise. Nice and easy. You've just got to keep it in the right order. You've got to be a bit organised. So, any questions or comments there before we go, Grace?
Jenny says, love the block. Excuse me. I'll give it a go later. Linda Head says, thank you both. Nice block. Different?
Yes. Yeah, it's a little bit different, that one.
Sean Pierce says, love watching from Michigan.
Oh, wow.
USA. No,
Hi.
no, my mum is watching in Sunny Arbor.
Oh, you're Heather's daughter. Hi.
Yeah, and Maria says, need better Wi-Fi for the auction, although it did save me lots of money.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we'll what the format we'll do on that one. So if there's sort of 4 or 5 of the same item, maybe we'll auction a couple and we'll put a couple on the website at a cheap price. I don't yet. Don't hold me to anything because I need to have a little look at it this week. But we will have a little look at some stuff for that. But that'll be, not this Saturday, next Saturday.
Marion says, is it a 12-inch block?
It is. It's 12.5-inch finish, the same as all the others, yeah. Yeah. Trying to find 12.5-inch blocks because certain blocks really don't want to be 12.5 inches. When I was first drawing this out, I had this at 1.5, the same as these. It didn't work, which is why you have to start with the 2.5, otherwise you don't get it up to 12.5. It doesn't work. So,
but yeah, that's about it.
Cool, fabulous. Right, I'm going to go and unload this pallet now. Well, I'm not going to because my back's too bad. I'm going to go and round up the boys, round up the minions, and get them to help me get all this over to the shop. And then I will see you all. Sarah's on tomorrow. She's making a really nice chair caddy. So Drew's going to be a cameraman. And I will see you back on Friday. And we've got needle turn applique. So I will see you then. And I'm going to show you my oldest work in progress because it's been on the go for about 5 or 6 years now. But there's lots of new. So it's still not finished either. Still quilting it. Okay, see you Friday, guys. Bye.